play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bomb says Nico gonna find Rainer.
Oh, the life finder keeps Maev up. It was gonna be a close thing.
And healing, what? Get out of no! No!
Triple stun again. Big flanks coming out from the Blaze.
It's a death metal though.
Death metal into the double, triple kill.
Oh, crap. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the next gaming series. Sorry, I forgot the awkwardness with Discord there. This is the NGS Rewind, where we catch up some of the matches that did not get cast throughout the week. I'm your host, Arrow. I am joined by Butte Holiday. Good time to take a little sip there from the beverage. And if you were joining us here earlier, Weenus has vacated the premises, so it's just us now. But so this game is going to be a heroic division game between n0b0 eSprouts and Dread Pirates. And game number 1, I just sent a message to Weenus to let him know it's on his favorite. Do you remember what we were talking about?
Is it Braxis?
It is Braxis.
Woo! See, okay, Heroic Division, way to go. Ladies and gents, way to go. You
So
set
let's-
yourself above the rest at Heroic Division. I love it. Thank you. You keep being you beautiful people in Heroic Division.
So let's take a quick look at the maps here. So bans for n0b0 eSprouts, and the logo being dark makes it very difficult to show up on the stream, so sorry. So anyways, Dread Pirates selects Braxis Holdout. The bans here, Dread Pirates banned out Infernal Shrines and Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's almost like Dread Pirates was listening to Butte Holiday. n0b0 eSprouts banning out Alterac Pass and Dragonshire.
Secretly rooting for you, Dread Pirates. But I can't, because I can't be biased.
I mean, you can be biased, but it's generally preferred if we're
That wouldn't be
neutral.
right. Yes, exactly.
So, all right, well, let's go ahead and hop into the first game here between n0b0 eSprouts and Dread Pirates.
Yeah,
in a
Aaron,
moment.
take us there.
There we go. Took a while for it to load. So we've seen Kira a couple of times today. We are actually going to see Kira once again on this map. The bans here for Dread Pirates, we have Anduin, Alarak, and Diablo. And for n0b0 eSprouts, Sylvanas, Greymane, and Junkrat.
Arrow.
Yes.
Arrow.
Yeah.
I see an Oriole. That
think
makes
they're
me so happy.
I think they're on the wrong sides.
Yay!
Swap and swap.
Yeah, what the heck?
Make sure I got that right. So let's see. So Sir Signals Dread Pirates, right? And they are on the left. Yes, yes. Make sure that that's correct on the stream even.
Well, I don't
Gotta hit
know.
update.
I see my ugly face and your
Okay,
head on my stream right now.
we're good. Well, then look to the right. Well, we're all set. So why don't you go ahead? You can introduce Dread Pirates since you're such a big fan. They are on the left, the blue team.
All right, on the left side, on the blue team, we have Sir Stiggles playing the sneaky Valera, Delurker playing Joanna, MF Princess playing the greatest character in this game, Oriole, Decorius playing Gul'dan, and Bat Mary playing Chen.
All right. And for n0b0 eSprouts, we've got Rayon Imperius. Let's see. Bernie Burn on Anna. Tythel on Kira. Virtuoso on ETC. And Yonners on Jaina. So, you know, you don't see a lot of Valera in games, so I'm going to be interested to see how this turns out. But we're going to see a power slide in onto Delurker. Johanna, the beefiest hero that's not actually beef on the map here.
That know, it's a lot of early damage coming out of the Dread Pirates here. Having Oriole have to heal him up real quick, but Joanna was I was a little scared for Joanna there for a little bit.
So crippling poison coming out from Valeria. Now ETC has to know she's there, right? Because I think he was trying to walk by, but she does get the damage out there. I'm sorry, Johanna getting the healing negation from Ana. So, and with this team, so this is gonna be an interesting setup with this healing negation from Oriole or against Oriole with Ana, because it takes time for that energy bar to refill.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit a couple corruption stacks, I mean, you're pretty good. It's not awful to have to wait it out. To be honest, this is a very early bruiser camp, but that'll definitely put some pressure in the bottom lane here against the Pirates. Are gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, Nectar pointing out that Oriole is hope, not life or love. But we're gonna see a fight hope here, knocking ETC into the wall from that detainment strike. 1 level advantage currently for n0b0 eSprouts, and the charge over to Johanna. She doesn't have a whole lot of health here. The negation again, popping that iron skin, but ultimately getting that heal onto both Valeria and Johanna is going to keep them in the fight.
Excellent healing coming out of Ana, especially. You know, with such mobile heroes, I mean, Kira, I mean, arguably ETC as well, you know, have some surprising mobility, but Ana able to keep him alive, so there was some great healing here.
And keep in mind, these control points have been changed, so they're more Dragonshire style, where if a player's remaining on the point, it will not go down. But we see the rotation from Kira coming up to help Imperius, and they ultimately do get the first blood of the game onto Chen. So
stealing the point up here. I don't really know if it's stealing. I'm pretty sure Imperius knows someone's on it.
Popping up these talents here for level 4.
On Joanna, that'll be a big kill on the Joanna there. It's an excellent anti-healing grenade and a lot of damage coming out of the DPS. Very good being able to focus on the tank and bursting her down.
So I think I just barely missed that. Oh, I'm gonna get this kill. I was gonna say I'm going for 100% missed kills so far this game, but unfortunately I already ruined it. I did get that one onto Imperius from the team there.
Come on, Arrow.
Getting those corruption stacks here up to 15. And Johanna back onto the point. But ETC not all that worried about the Crusader here. Should be a little bit more concerned about Oriole.
Yeah, for sure. The silence preventing him from sliding out. But he was able to walk out. He had his disengage up, so that was good.
So 2v1 up in the top with the Kira Imperius, not able to get the kill onto the Chen though. But ETC power sliding in, again, able to knock away here. And I think the Valeria is kind of the, I don't want to say the answer, but it's presumably the counterpick to Kira, maybe is the idea.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, also does some pretty solid. I would argue to some extent peel from, you know, preventing the ETC from, I mean, sliding away or sliding into the team. So I don't know. I think Valeria is very versatile in that sense. Obviously squishy, but definitely being used very well here.
So far we've got 66 to 58, slightly in favor of Dread Pirates. And Valeria coming in with that silence again onto ETC, trying to get him out. And again, if he's silenced, he can't use those abilities to get that 25 armor, and he is one of the overall lower health tanks. So without that armor, a little bit easier to take him down than, say, for example, the Johanna.
For sure. I mean, and Ana doing a great job healing him up. You know, I think that's probably one of the best tanks to be able to deal with that, especially at I believe 16 if he does opt for active reload.
So up in the top here, we're going to see the rotation and almost the kill onto the Kira, but not expecting the Jaina behind it. So getting the kill secure onto Valeria there.
Yeah, think n0b0 is doing a great job with this setup that they this 2-lane. I mean setup. I mean I'm not really sure if I'd call it. There we go, and a nice finish on the Gul'dan. I'm not sure if I'd. Would you consider it a 2-3? I mean, Kira's coming down pretty frequently.
I mean, they're essentially doing a 1-4, but both teams are sending up Kira or Valeera to try to help out. As we see the channel being picked up by n0b0, and Ray taking a lot of damage there with that rotation from Valeera. But up to 82% now for n0b0. And, you know, they changed out the way that Braxis works with the Zerg as well, so those larger minions every 18 seconds dropping smaller minions to help. So right now, you know, the Gul'dan is the primary value for the Zerg clear, but right now getting that damage onto the wall and tower in the bot lane.
I don't think Dread Pirates has had theirs touched. I don't believe so. So that's some good lane pressure there.
Bit of a fight here. We see Valeera going in onto the Kira, popping off that silence, but ETC's power sliding in. Valeera getting very low, taking tons of dot damage, does get the kill, but dies in the process.
You are going down with me, is what Valeera said. She is not going down without getting a kill. And you know what? At the end of the day, I think that's a good call. You know, if you're pretty sure you're gonna go down and you don't have maybe your escape up or any real way to go, I mean, take something with you, man. Like, go down fighting, which is exactly what she did. So
the Zerg wave picked up mostly by n0b0 here, getting the 100%. We do have the water elemental coming to aid in damage onto Gul'dan here, but he's just life draining it away, so no big deal. I think ultimately, especially with the Valeera coming in now, they're gonna have to back away from this. Top lane, the Zerg gets the wall, and that's about as far as it's gonna get there. Ultimately, similar structure value from these two teams here. But with ultimates coming online, we're going to start seeing those combos coming up. But right now, only the Mosh Pit available for n0b0 eSprouts. Dread Pirates have everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think still, you know, I think a lot of people think that, you know, oh, we only have one ult up, you know, maybe we can't do much. But at the end of the day, I mean, Jaina does a lot of damage. Imperius arguably does, you know, a good amount of damage, and so does Kira. So, you know, if you're able to focus target, you may at least get something out of the fight, or even potentially bait out some of the enemy ults. So,
well, and those ultimates are pretty short cooldown. So, three of them coming back up. The Angelic Armament's coming up as well now. So, we see the Mosh, but what a Cloak of Shadows getting Valeera out of that.
And Chen coming down potentially is just gonna ignore the Ana, though, going straight for the Jaina, it seems.
Final strike going out. Chen using that stagger, but it doesn't matter. He goes down pretty quickly once that ends.
That is a great disengage and re-engage by n0b0 here. Getting that kill on the Chen. That was a lot of damage there. I mean, they swapped targets real quickly, which is really important, especially in a team fight when you're trying to regroup.
Well, and Chen has, there's a lot of potential interrupts for the Storm Earth and Fire too. You've got the ETC with a couple, Imperius, Sleep Darts, Kira, literally everybody on n0b0 eSprouts has a way to interrupt Storm Earth and Fire, which I imagine is what Chen was looking for at that point. He had so much stagger, he was probably just looking to melt that off with Storm Earth and Fire, but didn't matter because he just got deleted once stagger finished.
Yeah, nope, exactly. And yeah, I think n0b0 is doing a great job, like I said, just pooling their damage into, I mean, even Joanna, right? Like, you know, Joanna has died, what, twice or one time? I think one time, but you know, at the end of the day, like, that's a big kill. A tank is a big kill. So
check out this CC chain as, oh my goodness. Chen, not a hero that you frequently expect to see just going 100-0 in a CC chain like that, but had no chance. Even we saw the beginning of that Storm Earth and Fire cast, I think, maybe it was the brew, but either way, the very beginning of it, but that's all there was. He was gone immediately after.
We have Ana taking the Sun Cleanse, which is going to be excellent, especially against their team. A lot of damage coming out. Can Ana heal this up?
We did see that fear. Mosh Pit going out, hits 2. Valera and Ana being, or I'm sorry, Oriole being taken out. That final strike doing so much work here. Gul'dan gonna be probably the next target, but is not quite able to get that kill here. And Chen does get the Storm Earth and Fire off this time, but already, yeah, okay. So the 2 pandas go down. The third one was far enough back to survive here. And Jaina heading back, getting that full mana and health.
Much needed for our Frost Mage here. Ana doing a great job in that last team fight. You know, a lot of people think that as a support, all you can really do is heal. In reality, you know, she was at full health, so she was trying to take any of those long-range shots, whether it be from Gul'dan or arguably Oriole, to prevent her team from dying. So that's also a form of peel, so great job on the Ana.
So we see the Blessed Shield going out there, helping with that disengage as this 5-on-4 was probably going to be a pretty significant challenge for Dread Pirates to deal with there. Valera trying to make her way out, uses her Cloak of Shadows and Sinister Strike to do so. But now they're jumping onto Johanna. I don't know if she's got Iron Skin. It may be back up after that, but did not matter. The timing just flawless here.
But hopefully they will kill Jaina.
And lose Valera in the process. So once again, a 1-for-1 on that, but with the earlier kill from onto Johanna, that gives n0b0 eSprouts the advantage here.
Well, for sure. I think what n0b0 eSprouts is doing really well, like I mentioned, just pooling their damage and their resources into a specific target. And I don't think that Dread Pirates is doing as well at that, which is, you know, causing some people from n0b0 to just, you know, walk away and live and honestly be able to kill them in the process. So I think that they need to start pooling their resources, especially with the Valera Silence. You know, that's a really powerful facet of Valera's kit. So
Let's pop up talents. It's been a while since we've seen those. So we do have the Icy Veins there. And out of Kira, so an interesting change here from what I've seen in some of the other divisions there. The level 4 going for that Revolving Sweep talent instead of the Armor talent on auto attacks. Which, frankly, with as much CC as they've had and the lockdown, I don't think she's even really needed that.
yeah, I mean, it could also be for peel reasons. It could also be because they have several heroes that are able to chase really well. So
yep. Well, Valera's gonna get caught by that Celestial Charge. Angelic Armand's used as well. Is gonna just delete Johanna. So much damage from that ability.
That is so rare that you just see a Johanna. I mean, granted, she had what, a quarter health, but
Oh, she was about half when she got shot in the back by those knives.
Rip.
So
Doesn't feel good.
big damage coming out here.
Maybe a boss here? Question mark?
Looks like it.
I mean, they do have 16s, and they do have.
Oh, they've also got the big damage.
Control. Exactly. I don't really think they can do anything about it. I don't think he will be in range to horrify. That's probably a pick if he did try to get in range there. So.
Virtuoso calling out. Ray being a god didn't even realize that 2 of those people died when they were playing in the game. But yeah, that was one heck of a play there. ETC going in is going to get knocked back away by the Ariel, but with the boss and also a Zerg wave here, this is a huge amount of damage that's going to go into this keep. And I don't know that there's any way they can actually keep this keep alive, especially with the 16 advantage as well.
I do not think so either. I don't think they have enough. I mean, you know, Gul'dan is their primary clear right now.
But here's part of that CC chain, but it gets negated by the Horrify here. Jaina taking a lot of damage, gets brought back up by Ana. So keep is down. Chen going deep in with that Storm, Earth, and Fire, but there goes 1 and 2 of the pandas. Mosh Pit doesn't hit anybody there, but Ana very low is going to go down in the back.
Oh.
Boss still healthy, and it's on the core. So n0b0's going to go ahead and pull back as Dread Pirate's having to just wrap this up and clear. Johanna doesn't have a whole lot of health though, so 30% roughly of the core going down. We also do have a fair wave in the bot lane though, pushing into the keep of n0b0 eSprouts.
Yeah, we'll likely get the fountain at least. It will maybe take it to half health, probably still 3/4 maybe. I'm not sure about half, but Dread Pirate's gonna opt to grab their camps, which is a excellent idea. There's really not much more you can do at this point, besides keeping your waves pushed up a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know, you could feed, right? That happens.
That, you know what, Arrow?
We see that a lot.
That is an option I had not considered. And this is why it's great to have a co-caster, because, you know, someone might bring something up and then, you know, Arrow, like, that's a great point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. But instead of feeding, they're gonna run down here quickly as all 5 of the eSprouts are showing up in the top lane. They're gonna try to burn down this keep as quickly as they can to keep the keep structure at least balanced. Sleep Dart going out onto Chen, so he does have stagger, but we've seen this CC chain, and there it goes once again. The Horrify just a little bit late to keep Chen alive.
I'm a little surprised Oriel's Aegis did not come out there on the Chen. She did have a full bound of energy there, but unfortunately I think this may be the Pirates have lost their booty, I think. I don't think they get out of here. I mean, they do have a camp on their core and 2 katas, so...
Yeah, at this point, you know, Valeria might be able to make it away, but ultimately it looks like Johanna just trying to buy as much time as possible, but there's already, as you mentioned, catapults on the core. To be fair, there is a camp as well going on to n0b0's core, but I think they're okay. I think they can make this rotation and finish the game here. 20% left on the core. It has no shielding, so let's take a look. How much health does it have? About 4,000, so that should be a nice, easy completion for n0b0.
Yeah.
And the mosh pit helping to secure that.
Yes. You lost your booty there, boys. Unfortunate. You gotta steal it back. You are Pirates, after all. That was a great game. Yeah, I think it comes down... I think especially in, you know, heroic divisions, I think comes down to...
Oh my god, stop with the chip bag.
I was moving it away. I'm not eating anything, I promise. I'm moving the bag away. I think it comes down to execution. I think both of these teams had good comps. I think I would argue n0b0 had a better wave clear comp. And maybe better damage. I don't know, but I think the silence is really strong. And I just think it came down to execution, and I just think n0b0 executed better at the end of the day.
So our next game is going to be on Battlefield of Eternity.
Ooh,
It was selected. Yep, it was selected by n0b0. So not a big surprise there. You know, Battlefield of Eternity is mostly an early game map, and you know, n0b0 controlled a lot of this game, especially once they hit level 10. So you know, it doesn't surprise me to see a map like Battlefield. So let's see. Pop this over. Got that set up. Did you?
What?
I saw that.
So what?
All right. Well, game number 2 on Battlefield of Eternity, selected by n0b0 eSprouts. We're going to go ahead and get into this here. 1-0 currently for n0b0. Is it loading? There we go. And here we go. 3. This is... Oh. Gotcha. So bans on Battlefield of Eternity. So n0b0 banned out Sylvanas, Kira, and Vala. Dread Pirates banned out Anduin, Ana, and Tyrande. And they switched sides.
That's some choking there going on from both teams, which I think is an interesting call. Oh, Rhaegar, my favorite support.
Gotta swap the teams here real quick. shut that down. Okay. Here we go. All right, well, let's go ahead and start off.
Why don't you start with the blue side?
I will start off with the blue side. We've got n0b0, eSprouts, Typhel on Greymane, Yonners on Li Ming, Virtuoso on Garrosh, Bernie Burn going to be on Lucio, and Arthas going to be played by Ray.
And on the red side for Dread Pirates, we have Sir Stiggles on Alarak, Delurker on Mal'Ganis, Sleepy Boy, Bat Mary on Chen, MF Princess on Rhaegar, and Decorus on Raynor.
All right, then. So Arthas into Chen we found was a pretty rough matchup. Arthas was pretty solid playing into the Chen. Interested to see how that goes in Heroic Division. But we're already going to see the throw onto Mal'Ganis, and it looks like the kill, first blood 34 seconds into this game for n0b0 eSprouts.
Yeah, I think with Mal'Ganis, you have to be especially careful being that far away from the team. I don't think Alarak was close enough to be able to peel for him or anybody else, I guess, frankly, for that matter. So, but he's right back. He just took a little nappy. He's back now.
Yeah, and they're not that far behind in XP. Those early game kills don't get them too much. But it makes a nice statement.
That is quite a spray there, boys.
The Taika spray, yeah.
NSFW. Hide your children.
All right, the throw this time onto Alarak, knocked back and taken loads of damage, but Alarak throwing out that Discord strike and is going to end up dying, but helps to get the kill onto the Greymane as well.
Good trade. Looks like Dread Pirate's going to opt to swiftly grab this camp, which is good. However, it is a 3v3 here.
Yeah, Lucio in a bit of danger, is able to make his way off of the point there, get out of dodge. I almost think if Virtuoso had thrown the player instead of into the team with the stun, if he'd thrown him over the wall, maybe they get the camp there. I don't know if there was enough distance or not, though. So who knows? Ultimately, the Dread Pirates pick up the camp, so good place for them to start here. And we're going to see Greymane making his way to the Shaman camp for n0b0 eSprouts, and a little bit more of a rotation of 3 for Dread Pirates.
And a comment in chat, which I think is very interesting. Special Kid Miles says he was undermining the Mal'Ganis when he put Lightning Shield on him, ruining the sleeps. And I think that, it's a hard thing to deal with. I play a lot of Ana, and nothing makes me angrier than when people just wake up an enemy and do nothing about it. They don't even put damage on him, they just kind of poke. Or I'm trying to get away and they wake them up. But to be fair, it is a little bit difficult. It is a little bit difficult to resist that urge. So, but that's understandable. I mean, Mal'Ganis is kind of an odd tank.
Well, the race right now going over to n0b0 eSprouts with that Li Ming and Greymane.
A lot of trouble. We'll go down very quickly. Uh-oh. DC rip.
Oh, I turned off chat, so I don't see that.
Game only crashes during NGS games.
Which is certainly possible, being in the custom game format here. So we've got Raynor attacking for Dread Pirates, and Raynor has Ace in the Hole, so doesn't have that extra damage against the monsters here. But ultimately here, well, no, they're still about even with the Raynor damage, but Alarak gonna get thrown in and deleted. He is gone.
Lucio pursuing this Mal'Ganis. Will walk away though.
A little moment of rubber banding there on the stream too, so maybe some challenges that were built into the replay as well. Because suddenly Arthas got really fast. So
Arthas is a fast boy.
Yeah, so first Immortal gonna go over to n0b0 eSprouts, especially with that fast burn between.
Oh, here goes Mal'Ganis into the stun. I think that's a good combo for Garrosh. I think that's what a lot of teams don't, maybe not so much in Heroic, but other divisions, they're not as cognizant about their positioning around the Immortal, especially when they're fighting it or trying to clear it. And I think that can cause a lot of unwanted issues.
Yeah, extra stuns, extra damage. You know, and those smaller circles are significant. It's like a 3-second stun.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw in onto Alarak could be, again, another kill. The Lucio Soundwave knocking him back deep into the Immortal, so there was no chance he had of getting out.
That's a great use of that. Yeah, and I think n0b0's doing a great job of taking advantage of that, taking advantage of that Immortal, and you know, it's one of the boys, right? It's one of the homies. You gotta use him or her. Gotta use him to your advantage.
Yep. So rotation full up to the top camp here from n0b0. They're going to send Arthas down into the bot lane, switching things out since now Arthas has a little bit more of an advantage in this bot lane. And Dread Pirates looking to grab the siege camp before Arthas can get there, it looks like.
Lucio heading down as well, potentially to support this. Garrosh maybe trying to... Never mind, I was going to say hold the rotation, but... Uh-oh. Lucios always scare me. Oh my gosh. So advantageous.
Yeah, Lucio got really close there. Alarak tried to pull him in, but just a little bit outside. So Chen clearing up the lane in the top, trying to get as much soak as possible here as n0b0 eSprouts is about almost a full level ahead. And Chen getting the call to back away as n0b0 making the full rotation was fairly close to the wall, so, you know, probably could have made it out, you know, relatively easily anyway. But given the CC chain that they had last game and how quickly Chen was obliterated, I don't mind the defensiveness.
No, and I think
caution.
Especially from a bring in psychology here. You know, there's a lot going on in these games, and you know, everyone's talking, and you might tell people to back off, but I think being able to use the pings as well as can also be helpful to just maybe get that done a little bit faster.
So we do have level 10s coming up here for n0b0 already. And they're going to get onto this point, start working on the Immortal. Dread Pirates do have a Shaman camp going in the top lane, though, so...
Yeah, don't underestimate those camps. Maybe Chen trying to push with it a little bit? I'm not quite sure.
Right now, Chen's being...
Yeah,
being safe about positioning here. And Greymaine's going to get that cleared up. It'll get a little bit of value, but not a ton. But now that Greymane is showing here, we're going to see Dread Pirates rotating in, trying to see if they can't get a kill onto somebody. Taunt just onto Chen.
Great interrupt, though, by Mal'Ganis, preventing any, Uh-oh, Chen. Nice.
Yeah, getting the cleanse from Rhaegar, allowing Chen to make it out this time, so... You know, that is the one thing that they didn't really have, at least in the early game, last game, is they didn't really have any cleanse. Well, no, it was the other side. So yeah, they had no cleanse because they had Ariel last game.
Yes.
And that was a big problem with the incredible amount of CC that n0b0 had.
Yes. Yes, I do love a good Oriel. This is that was one of the maps she was okay on. I think there's better ones, but
oh my goodness,
would have been good. Oh boy.
Quick throw onto Mal'Ganis, and even before he can get that Carrion Swarm off, he just goes down. Chen has the Stormwraith and Fire, but having to run away. So this should be a nice, easy fort pickup for n0b0, and at least I think the wall goes down here even with them.
Oh, nice throw on the Raynor. I almost said Rhaegar. Jeez, stop having the similar name.
Yeah, Hots. Jeez.
Yeah, come on. They're doing a great job taking advantage and grabbing the siege and making it priority here. Still a healthy, I mean, half health Immortal here. Mal'Ganis in a little bit of an odd position here.
And got Carrion Swarm interrupted once again. Yeah, those kind of get out of jail free card ultimates only work if you can get the channel off, whether it's the Storm Earth and Fire, the Carrion Swarm. You know, they're not instant, so pretty significant pressure coming out from n0b0 as they do get that keep down.
They're gonna opt to head top for that neutral camp there.
Yeah, keeping the pressure going in the top lane. And you know, it's fun to watch the heroic level games and cast these games, because you see like the difference, say for example, between, like, we just cast a Div D team. So seeing the difference in the rotations, who goes on rotation, when do they go to the camp, or even like this, like seeing Dread Pirates pull back just because they saw the Garrosh, right?
For sure.
If this is a Div D game, they go for that Garrosh.
I mean, I think the key is that they, from a knowledge based, I think that they've likely played a lot of games and have a different way of looking at it, and so they're able to make those predictions. You know, we talk about like expertise and a lot in like my research, and you know, a lot of expertise in game sense is something that differentiates like expert players. And I'm not saying Div D or, you know, any other division are not experts by any means, but it's just a different way of approaching it. I mean, this is a different pacing, a different style of game than, you know, we see in other divisions, and every division's different, I would argue. But yeah, I would agree. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to cast.
Yeah, even something as simple as Alarak checking that bush there as they come rotate up to deal with the Shaman camp. Big difference there. But the next Immortal coming up here in a few seconds. All heroes are up, level 13 advantage going over to n0b0. But we're going to see Dread Pirates coming in. They want to get this fight. Chen going in first does have the stagger, so I expect to see a Storm Earth and Fire here soon. And there it is. Eats, however, the Ancestral. So that's not coming back. We do have the Army of the Dead to keep Arthas going as well, and this is all under the red Immortal, so they're pulling back a bit. Knockback used to keep Mal'Ganis away as well, but the Banshee also low, so we're trying to pull that back. So with all of that, no deaths yet, but the Immortal already at half health here. Well, close to it anyways.
They're playing pretty aggressively, I think, which is working out for them, but they got to be really careful here if they choose to engage, especially oh no, Chen. Lucio may be going down here too, but he is able to just skate away.
This is looking like it's going to be the end of the game. They've already got catapults on the core, bringing the shield down, and with both Mal'Ganis and Chen down, now Alarak as well.
Yeah,
well, okay, so yeah, so that's going to get the defense. They've got a huge amount of damage on this keep, though. It may even go down as the catapult's still shooting on it here.
It will likely go down.
It looks like just enough.
How much? Can you sneeze on that thing? Oh no, you can't.
And that's going to give n0b0 eSprouts the Immortal here. Yeah, it's a full shield Immortal. We do see some pings going out onto that Shaman camp, but neither team able to get there quickly enough. And certainly, I don't know which team was doing it, but I don't think that.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
I don't think Dread Pirates had enough in them to be able to bring that down before n0b0 was able to come in. Level 16s now. We see the HGC sprays. Rip HGC. Oh, it's gonna feel bad going to BlizzCon and not having HGC.
I just want to hang out with the developers and just be like, thanks, homies. Sticking around.
The Immortal showing up, barely tapping that keep, and it goes down. But Alarak going deep in with the Garrosh throw, uses the counter-strike, but gets taken out. Carrion Swarm actually gets off this time, so Mal'Ganis does survive. Only the one kill onto Alarak so far.
Oh, but the stun from the Immortal coming out on Chen there. But n0b0 able to finish it off. Great games.
Bernie Burn with the high level taunt there on the Lucio. So Quick match on this Battlefield of Eternity here. 12 kills to 2. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. Why can't I get to the... Oh, there it is. There it is. Hey, Rec, if you're here, I see a party mix.
What are you...
At Rec. Party mix. Rec's favorite talent.
Yeah, Rex not here.
Just saying if he was and he was watching this later on or something.
Oh, okay.
Special shout out, okay, Arrow?
Fair enough. Well, a quick 2-0, quick and decisive 2-0 victory there, going out to n0b0 eSprouts. Let's just take a quick look at the standings here at where these two teams are currently. Both of them graduating up from Division A last season. So we see n0b0 sitting at, well, tied for second with Archon. Dread Pirates holding on to that 8th spot right now, although Probe 1 very close, Amazing also close enough to catch up there. So Heroic Division, kind of an interesting setup there, going into, or getting close to the end of the regular season, going to playoffs. Now, just as a reminder, some of these teams have played their flex matches. Some of them have not.
It's hard to tell with any... I don't know if there... Are there any divisions there?
I'm sorry, say again?
Have there been any divisions that have scheduled and played all their flex matches?
D West only had one, so they may be done completely. C West is all scheduled. So there are some divisions that are at least very close. But a lot of these games are going to be done at the end of the week. So
message, anything can happen.
Yeah, Virtuoso bringing in the point, too, that we did have a few heroic teams that dropped out. So it does look a little bit skewed.
Arrow, not a few. He said 87.
Yeah. Well, there were
86
86 teams in NGS last season, so more teams dropped out this season than all of what we had last season, according to Virtuoso. So, all right, well, that's going to be the end of match number 3 between n0b0 eSprouts and Dread Pirates. Quite a quick set there. We've got one more set for you guys here. It's going to be a Division A set between Team Happy Cloud and Sky 5.
Oh, Happy Cloud. Bring your Happy Clouds. And
so
your 5 skies. Not 5 guys, though. Don't bring 5 guys.
Why? They have good burgers.
I know, and fries.
Virtuoso better at tanking than count and confirm. Fair enough.
I love it.
All right, well, we're gonna take a short break here, and we'll come back for Happy Clouds and Sky 5. Interestingly enough, Clouds, Skies? Yeah, okay, fair enough. But give us a few minutes. We'll be back for this last match of the day for the NGS Rewind. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Please don't.